Hey everyone, welcome back to our series of AI Explained Simply. Last time we spoke about what an LLM actually is, simply just the next token predictor trained on massive amounts of data and text. Today we're going to be building up on that, simply by just answering the question, what is an agent? You've probably heard the word thrown around a lot. AI agents, agentic workflows, autonomous agents, and the whole bang, right? It sounds quite complicated, but it's not as complicated as it sounds. By the end of this video, I guarantee you're going to know exactly what an agent is and how it works. So, let's start off with what you already know. A chatbot. A chatbot is quite simple. You type something in, it responds, one shot, right? It doesn't go look at anything, it doesn't run commands, it doesn't check if the answer is correct, it just responds with whatever it already knows. That's fine for a lot of things, right? Summarize an email, rewrite a paragraph, great. But there's those use cases where you want the AI to actually do something, right? Like investigate a problem or pull data from 3 different systems and connect the dots. This is where agents can come in. An agent is an LLM with 2 extra superpowers, right? Tools and a loop. Tools are things that the LLM can call, APIs, databases, command line tools, anything. And the loop means it doesn't just respond once, it thinks, acts, observes the results, and then decides what to do next, right? And then it just continues doing all those things a set amount of times. The chatbot simply just gives you an answer, and an agent works on your problem. Right. So let me walk you through how the loop actually works. This is the core of every agent. So step 1, the user will send a message, hey, plan me a weekend trip to Barcelona. Then the LLM would read that message and decide what to do. Not what to say, but what to do. It might need more information, so it calls on tools. The tools get called, maybe it's a flight search API, right? The tool runs and search and return some results. Then the LLM reads that results and thinks, okay, I have flight options now I need hotels. It either responds to the user, and this is the key part, it calls another tool and goes back to step 3. This loop can run multiple times. In most systems, it can go as far as 10 to 20 iterations. The agent keeps going until it has enough information to give you a proper answer. This is fundamentally different from a chatbot. A chatbot gets one chance and one chance to get it wrong. An agent gets as many chances as it needs. So, let me make this a little bit more concrete with another example. So I'm going to go over this one more time, but now I'm going to tell you what type of tools that it might use inside of an agent. So we're going to stick with our example of Barcelona, right? The user will type in, plan me a weekend to Barcelona. The agent will read and think, once again, I need flights. So it's going to search for a specific tool or call that specific tool, right? In our case, let's call it the search flights tool. And this tool searches flight databases and it comes back with 3 options. For the case of this example, we're going to say Aer Lingus, Ryanair, and Vueling, right? Now the agent thinks, good, there's 3 flights available, next I need hotels. Then it'll call on another tool called search hotels. And this is when it comes back with 12 different hotels, within a specific budget, right? It has everything it needs and it puts it all together that fits within your budget, right? 2 tools, 1 loop. The agent has figured out the plan all on its own, and the user didn't have to tell it exactly what to do, the next step, then the next step. The agent decided all of those by itself. So the power here is really in the loop. The LLM isn't just answering, it's reasoning with the information that it needs and it's going to get. So let's put it all together. An agent is 3 things. 1, an LLM, that's the brain, it reads, it reasons, and decides. 2, tools. These are the hands, and they let the LLM interact with the real world. It calls APIs, it queries databases, it runs commands, and sometimes it can even search the web on your behalf. You can scrape data from multiple websites if that's what your use case might require as well. And thirdly, a loop. That's the persistence. The agent keeps going step by step until the job is done. An agent is simply just LLM plus tools plus loops. That's it, and that's the whole thing. In our next episode, we're going to dive in a little bit deeper on exactly how these LLM calls the tools. What does a tool definition look like, and how does the model pick the right tool when it has 50 or 100 options? We're going to break down function calling and tool schemas. So we're going to get a little bit higher in terms of our technicality, right? Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in our third segment.